Hey everybody, how are we doing? Hopefully you're doing better than me. And sorry for the delay. You know, when life just kind of throws stuff at you and you have to deal with a bunch of crap. It's pretty much what I was doing. So this installment of the Lost Records, the Lost Records 5, was actually recorded a couple of weeks back. So let's see what our record store rummager has found for us this time on another installment of the Lost Records. As you can see, we're in another record store here. I wish you would clean the place up. Bit of a disaster, isn't it? Okay, here we go again. Slippery. Oh yeah. Woohoo! Stevie Nicks. So there. This is definitely mine. Well, I think this is definitely mine. I don't know if my brother had this, but all that is, those were two cats that I had, and they used to love going up to the albums and scratching the hell out of it. And for some reason I didn't care. I just let them do it. Little buggers. Sweet. Very sweet cats. Alice and Betty. Although I think their names originally were, there was three of them, and it was the person that owned the cats, I think, was a bit of a royalist, and the three cats was Charles and the two Dies. Little did they know what was going to happen. Let's not go into that, will we? Anyway, I had to change those names pretty quick. Stevie Nicks, so this is going to have your classic, the Belladonna there, kind of a Stop Drying My Heart. It's Tom Petty's on this. Age of 17. That's a beauty. Sampled all over the place. There she is with her little, is that a cockatoo? I think that's a cockatoo. Belladonna, coming out of the darkness, 1981. So I don't know if I'm going to get away with playing this because there's people in the house there that are going to hear this and they don't like her voice at all. It sounds like a goat or a bleating sheep or something like that voice of hers. Whereas I really like it. And there's your Stevie Nicks. She's got a few others, but this is by far the best. I don't know much about the others that came after that and never had an inkling to buy them. But there's another good one. Nothing too embarrassing by my reckoning. Although you can be the judge of that, right? As always, you guys have the final word. So I don't know if I'm lingering too much on these albums or not, because I'm trying to keep it to the magic sweet spot of 10 minutes per video. And it's hard because that's like, if you go 4 albums, you know, what, a minute and a half, 2 minutes an album doesn't seem fair, really. And especially when I go wandering and meandering down a street that has got nothing to do with it. You know, before you know it, you've got half an hour there and people are falling asleep. So, what is this? What the hell is it? This is not mine. This isn't mine. Steve Harvey. 12-inch. Something special. What is this? I don't know anything about this one at all. Totally flummoxed by this guy. A 12-inch 45. I have nothing to say apart from someone trying to get rid of a record and sending it all the way over here. This is mine. 12-inch London recordings. No clue whatsoever what this is. And this is, but I think this is after my brother went through and he kind of vetted them all and went through them all, so he obviously doesn't think it's his. It's a mystery. We have a mystery 12-inch single. I don't even know if I know the song. Can't Let Go. Something special. It's an instrumental, but talk about a throwaway. That an instrumental on one side and a song I've never heard of on the other. What's going on here? I want to get to the foot of this. Figure out what this is. Something special. Aye, it's something special, alright. So this might be the last one in this box. Or is it? Let me see. No, it looks like there's two in here. Whoa, okay, there's another one coming out. There it is. Where am I? There it is. Oh, that looks like, yes, this looks like another Runaways one to me. These are all upside down. Sorry folks. The Runaways, Waiting for the Night. Oh, stunning cover. Absolutely stunning cover. Look at that. Barbed wire. These people mean business, I'll tell you that much. There they are. Look at that pose. Only 4 in the band. I thought there was 5. Well, we got the year here, people. Let's have a wee look here, see what we can see. 1977. So what? This is coming out when Nevermind the Bollocks is coming out. Your Sex Pistols and all your punk stuff were well underway by that time. Little Sister, Wasted, Gotta Get Out Tonight, Wait for Me, Fantasies, School Days. I remember more of that other that other Runaways album that I opened a couple of weeks ago. This one's much better. This one is much better, although it's still kind of dodgy. I mean, let's face facts here, right? I like these guys. They had some good albums. This is one of them. The other, the yellow vinyl one wasn't, and I think there's another one as well that I can't remember the name of. I forgot about this one, to be honest with you. But no, all classics, right? Come on, they can't all be Moondance. Come on. Into another record store we go. The last one. There it is. Another Man from Mars Earth Band one. I had a few of these. I think you have one of these bands that you just you'll just go through their back catalogue and just buy it regardless. You just sort of think, well, they're my band, so I'm just going to buy them all. And these were out long before I heard of them. When I was still staring at posters of ABBA in my bedroom and stuff. This albums came out a long time before that. This little wee thing up here. So apparently, if you were to buy this album when it first came out, you were entitled to a plot of land in Wales, a square foot plot of land. So there was something in the album, like a little certification that entitled you to that. So you got, not only did you get an album, you actually got to own the good earth in Wales. Nice wee gimmick. This is a good album. I like this one. There's one, I used to play this when on a Sunday on a radiogram. My nana would be there visiting us. She would come through, I think on the Saturday night, stay over, and on the Sunday she'd be sitting there making soup. And she'd make her soup when she come in, she'd be knitting or something like that, and I'd put this thing on. There was one in particular here, a really ridiculously loud synthesizer Moog thing that was just horrendously frightening, and of all things there was like a rooster crowing right at the end of it. Loud as hell, and she used to crap herself and scream at me because she just thought this sounded like the end of the earth, right? It was just like, what is that? That is not what you call music. And I was thrilled because, wow, look at this, I found some music that offends old people. Brilliant, I'll have to keep buying it. Terrible. What a terrible wee boy I was. Nothing wrong with this one, and I do get lyrics to sing along with some prog rock. What more can you ask for? Sadly, another Lost Records has bitten the dust. We'll close off number 5 with this is the closing video here, because you know what, things are so out of sync I never even managed to do the closing for the last one, because I told you I was having a rough time, and I'm through it now. So here we go, let's have a look at what we got. What did we get? We got Stevie Nicks, Belladonna. Might have been her first solo. I don't know if it's her first solo or not. Possibly. First and best. The classic Edge of 17 on here. Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing woo, baby, woo. I said woo. Stirring stuff. And you know, I've got a cheek, because I've actually been putting this in the protective sleeve. This date yet. It's already buggered. Then we had this Steve Harvey. Now I've researched this. I couldn't find much. I have never heard this song in my life. It's obviously not my 12-inch 45. Steve Harvey, something special. This song is horrifically bad. It's detestable, it really is. Well, I mean, you know what, I mean, I think some people might have liked it. 1983. Stevie's 81, 83. It's like bad Kajagoogoo. That's what it's like. It reminded me of. Awful. I couldn't make my way through the whole song. I had to switch it off. Ears were bleeding. Somebody likes it. Somebody bought it. It was obviously a hit somewhere. Maybe in, like, I don't know, Northern Europe, maybe. Something like that. The Runaways. Waiting for the Night. I like the cover on this one. 77, so it's like posy punk. But you know what? I've listened to this as well, and it sounds good. Sounds good. No classic songs on here, but you know, I don't know quite what I was thinking when I was buying these back in the day. Well, I know what I was thinking, but it was all to do with the music. Everybody knows that. Getting myself into trouble here. And here we go with another Man from Man's Earth band, The Good Earth. Is it prog? Yes, it's prog, but it's folk prog. It's which makes it a wee bit more accessible than your Yes and Gentle Giant and those guys. It's not like that at all. It's I think it's more like a kind of, I describe it as folk prog, a wee bit more accessible. It's friendlier. And one of my favourite bands back in the day. Still quite a good album. An interesting album. Let's call it an interesting album. Hey, listen, if you've enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. If you've been passing by and you just stumbled upon this thing and you are amused or bemused, baffled by anything you've seen, you should still give me a thumbs up, simply because you're still here and we're almost at the end of the video. So do it. Subscribe as well. I would really appreciate that, and give us some comments on these albums. I want to know if anybody else has got these or finds them. I want to find out if there's any Steve Harvey fans out there. I want them to write in and give me a piece of their mind for bad mouthing Steve Harvey there with that terrible single. That was a massive hit in 1983 somewhere. Thanks for watching again, folks. I'll see you all for the next one. Hopefully things will be a little bit, you know, lighter, and we'll get our way through another Lost Records, and it'll be the 5th. Will it be the 5th one? I think it's going to be the 6th one. This is number 5. Told you it was a bad week. Catch you later.